healing broken hearts. The time to make a difference is now. Don't hesitate. Call the number on your screen right now. Donate your unwanted vehicle and let's work hand in hand to bring these kids home safely.
WZMQ 19 News, awarded Best News in the UP. "19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Since the 15th century, Antwerp, Belgium has been the city for diamonds. Erickson Jewelers is going overseas to this diamond capital soon to handpick directly from a sparkling selection unlike any in the world. Tell us what you're looking for and we'll use our connections to personally find it in Antwerp's famous diamond district. This is a special opportunity that allows us to negotiate the best options and value for you. Find out how Erickson Jewelers can bring home your one-of-a-kind Antwerp diamond.
This is Survivor 45.
I'm Lily Simmons. Watch my reports from Escanaba and Delta County only on WZMQ 19 News.
Get ready for a brand new season of Collector's Call with all new collections.
Collector's Call, Sundays at 6:30. On MeTV 19.1.
John Donna has big moved. And it's still John Donna, which means clean cars and great service. Come see for yourself. John Donna Marquette.
Someday your son's gonna test you. It's gonna force you to make a decision.
A man must stand with his people. Now we are not your people.
There is nothing you could do I won't forgive you for.
Yeah, there is.
Yellowstone, Sunday after 60 Minutes on CBS.
Brought to you locally by Erickson Jewelers.
Tonight, the growing auto strike turns into a campaign square-off between Biden and Trump. Then, why many families are about to have a tougher time finding affordable childcare, and why millions of Americans on the Gulf Coast are under threat of losing safe drinking water on the CBS Evening News.
This is home. It's our town, it's our song. This is home. This is where we belong. This is home. Yeah. This is home.
Sing along with Stalag 13.
Hello! Hello! We hope you like our show. You'll laugh, scream, cry, sigh, and absolutely die.
Hogan's Heroes, weeknights at 10 on MeTV 19.1.
At John's Auto, we love our new location. Is that right? Because it lets us serve you better. What did I say?
I think so.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know, we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Since the 15th century, Antwerp, Belgium has been the city for diamonds. Erickson Jewelers is going overseas to this diamond capital soon to handpick directly from a sparkling selection unlike any in the world. Tell us what you're looking for and we'll use our connections to personally find it in Antwerp's famous diamond district. This is a special opportunity that allows us to negotiate the best options and value for you. Find out how Erickson Jewelers can bring home your one-of-a-kind Antwerp diamond.
This is Robert 45.
I'm Lily Simmons. Watch my reports from Escanaba and Delta County only on WZMQ 19 News.
Get ready for a brand new season of Collector's Call with all new collections.
Collector's Call, Sundays at 6:30. On MeTV 19.1.
John's Auto has big removed. And it's still John's Auto, which means clean cars and great service. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
Someday your son's gonna test you. It's gonna force you to make a decision.
A man must stand with his people, and we are not your people.
There is nothing you could do I won't forgive you for.
Yeah, there is.
Yellowstone, Sunday after 60 Minutes on CBS.
Brought to you locally by Erickson Jewelers.
Tonight, the growing auto strike turns into a campaign square-off between Biden and Trump. Then, why many families are about to have a tougher time finding affordable childcare, and why millions of Americans on the Gulf Coast are under threat of losing safe drinking water on the CBS Evening News.
This is home. It's our town, it's our song. This is home. This is where we belong. Whoa. Whoa. This is home. Yeah. This is home.
Sing along with Stalag 13.
Hello! Hello! We hope you like our show. You'll laugh, scream, cry, sigh, and absolutely die.
Hogan's Heroes, weeknights at 10 on MeTV 19.1.
At John's Auto, we love our new location. Is that right? Because it lets us serve you better. What did I say?
I think so.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know, we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Since the 15th century, Antwerp, Belgium has been the city for diamonds. Erickson Jewelers is going overseas to this diamond capital soon to handpick directly from a sparkling selection unlike any in the world. Tell us what you're looking for and we'll use our connections to personally find it in Antwerp's famous diamond district. This is a special opportunity that allows us to negotiate the best options and value for you. Find out how Erickson Jewelers can bring home your one-of-a-kind Antwerp diamond.
This is Robert 45.
Wednesday, and like I said, we'll expect some gusty conditions throughout our Wednesday. Temperatures right now in that 60-degree range. That's where we'll be also for the next couple of days during the daytime. This evening, though, we'll expect to drop down mostly in the 50s for everybody, and clouds starting to increase. We could see some precipitation. I'll show you where with Futurecast in just a moment. Breezy conditions like we just talked about tomorrow, and those temperatures still sitting pretty in the 60s. Tomorrow evening, a little bit cooler, 45 to about 55 degrees. With these temperatures, we could also be returning the muggy meter, especially this weekend. Friends, we have a chance of possibly breaking another record. We could see temps up in the 80s this weekend. So just a heads up on that. A lot of activity as far as precipitation down south of us here, especially down in the Mitten, and some of it coming our direction. Most of that in the south central portion here. Take a look, Escanaba, Manistee, and we'll see some of it creep up into the southeastern corner of Marquette County. Currently, mostly down in the Garden Peninsulas where those showers are concentrated. But this evening, with those clouds moving in and the winds pulling some of this rain coming in here into, like I said, in that south central area around 10 p.m. Lots of clouds expected out there this evening. We'll see those clear out tomorrow. Maybe some showers here in West Ishpeming and Marquette there early in the morning. And then around 1 p.m. we can expect most of that activity in Dickinson County before it heads over into Iron County. Fairly clear conditions on that Wednesday evening in the west half, and then we'll see another cloudy day on Thursday. Maybe a pop-up shower over in Gogebic, but other than that, it should be fairly dry and sunny. Mostly clear for that evening on Thursday. Wednesday, looking at mid-60s for everybody going to school, and then maybe clearing up those clouds eventually where we could see some temperatures in the low 70s. Let's take a look also in Escanaba, the GNC girls tennis tournament going on. That actually starts at 10 a.m., but just a heads up, when you're out on the courts warming up, good luck to everybody who's participating. Tomorrow, those highs in that 60-degree range, like I said, about 67 here in Marquette, a little bit cooler down in Menominee, where there's going to be a lot more cloud coverage as well. Our 7-day for Marquette, we've got temperatures rising up, 74 on Friday, and that strut your mutt looking perfect.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Still ahead tonight, an electric vehicle battery plant in Lower Michigan is hitting the brakes. Why Ford is pressing pause on the multi-billion-dollar facility. That's next.
Reboot. And it's still John's Auto, which means great car, clean cars and great service. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
Someday your son's gonna test you. It's gonna force you to make a decision.
A man must stand with his people. Now we are not your people.
There is nothing you could do I won't forgive you for.
Yeah, there is.
Yellowstone, Sunday after 60 Minutes on CBS.
Brought to you locally by Erickson Jewelers.
Tonight, the growing auto strike turns into a campaign square-off between Biden and Trump. Then, why many families are about to have a tougher time finding affordable childcare, and why millions of Americans on the Gulf Coast are under threat of losing safe drinking water on the CBS Evening News.
This is home. It's our town, it's our song. This is home. This is where we belong. This is home. Yeah. This is home.
Sing along with Stalag 13.
Hello! Hello! We hope you like our show. You'll laugh, scream, cry, sigh, and absolutely die.
Hogan's Heroes, weeknights at 10 on MeTV 19.1.
At John's Auto, we love our new location. Is that right? Because it lets us serve you better. What did I say?
I think so.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
As the United Auto Workers Union continues to strike, Ford Motor Company is pressing pause on its $3.5 billion electric vehicle battery plant in Marshall. Ford says it's limiting spending right now on the construction project until they're certain about being able to competitively run the plant. The project has received more than $1.7 billion in tax breaks and state incentives. As automakers prepare for a cleaner future, Ford says the city of Marshall and Michigan will play a role in the company's push to more than triple its EV vehicle production by 2026. Jessica Hawthorne has the report.
On February 13th, the Blue Oval Battery Park became official. The Ford Motor Company announcing it would build a multi-billion-dollar electric vehicle battery plant in Marshall. Dubbed the Marshall Megasite, the project would be built on nearly 2,000 acres, a majority of it on private farmland near the I-69 and I-94 interchange.
At this plant, the team will build a new kind of factory. Manufacturing these new batteries in America will bring us closer to battery independence.
Ford says it would own and operate the plant, with Chinese-based company CATL making the lithium-ion batteries. The auto giant's goal is shifting battery production to America, making EV cars cheaper in the long run. The Calhoun County site was selected after Virginia's Governor Glenn Youngkin blocked Ford's plans to build the EV battery plant there. Governor Gretchen Whitmer touting Michigan's $13 billion of EV battery facility investments.
Ford's investment in Marshall will be an absolute game changer. It'll create generational opportunities for West Michigan families.
Ford says once the plant opens in 2026, it anticipates 2,500 jobs paying between $20 and $50 an hour. In March, the Michigan House approved a plan to devote another $630 million to the project. But on May 30th, the EV battery plant faced opposition from a group of Marshall residents called the Committee for Marshall, not the Megasite. The committee submitting a petition of nearly 800 signatures against the rezoning of farmland, demanding Marshall keep its rural, small-town historic appeal. Marshall City Clerk Michelle Eubanks rejected that petition, saying only 136 signatures were valid because most were not collected by committee members. The decision ended up in court and upheld, prompting the committee to sue the city of Marshall in late June, arguing their constitutional rights were violated.
It is unconstitutional to limit who may gather signatures on a ballot referendum to the ballot petition committee.
However, Marshall's city attorney said the city charter is clear. The rezoning ordinance can't go to a vote because money was already appropriated for the project. By mid-July, the battle over Blue Oval Battery Park was heating up as a temporary restraining order hearing was held. A judge hearing arguments for attorneys with the Committee for Marshall, not the Megasite. On July 17th, the injunction was rejected by the judge, ultimately moving the project forward. The committee, though, was not deterred. This month, a complaint was filed to try and reverse the rezoning that made farmland available for the site. Again, their efforts to halt construction failed when a judge dismissed the complaint. The ruling found the rezoning was handled properly, so voters won't have a chance to weigh in. Last week, the United Auto Workers began a first-ever simultaneous strike against Detroit's 3 automakers, demanding better pay and benefits as the industry shifts to electric vehicles.
In health news tonight, high blood pressure in late adolescence is associated with an increased risk for major cardiovascular events later in life. Researchers tracking more than 1 million Swedish men for up to 50 years found that the risk for a major cardiac event, such as heart attack or stroke, was elevated if they had a blood pressure reading of 120/80 or an even higher reading when they were 18 years old. A study out of the UK shows the impact inflation is having on people's health. Researchers found death before the age of 75 is set to rise by more than 6%, which is 30 extra deaths per 100,000 people due to a widening of the health-wealth gap. They undertook the research based on previous studies showing low income is associated with poorer health. Still ahead tonight, we're finding out what's up with Megan O'Connor. She's letting us know how your pup can strut its stuff at the Stretch Your Mutt charity event in Marquette. And later, planting with a purpose. We'll introduce you to a man in Delta County who's using his green thumb for good. But first, here's your Upers United volunteer opportunity of the day. Community Action Elder Marquette needs help with serving meals at the Lost Creek Congregate Meal Site in Marquette. Shifts are Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 11 to 1. Volunteers will help serve meals, take food temperatures for residents, and help with some basic paperwork. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. America's child care crisis. We look tonight at the major funding and staffing shortages facing child centers and why more than 3 million children are at risk of losing their spot. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
There's something that we have never done before.
Here we go. Let's get into it.
Go!
I don't know if I've ever seen this much energy.
Buckles Party Store. It's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet. It's where the party starts for everyone.
Celebrate 110 years with savings at the Kirkish Furniture Anniversary Sale. Lazy Boy recliners starting at $466. Get a free box spring with the purchase of a Restonic mattress. Free local delivery, 12-month no-interest financing. Hurry in, limited quantities.
Pictionary.
Jump rope.
Jump rope.
Every weekday. Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
Perry Mason is the perfect entertainment for day and night. During the day, it's a great, juicy courtroom drama.
You killed Polly first to get rid of her.
And at night, it's a perfect, spooky murder mystery. It's Perry Mason.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. on MeTV 19.1.
Let's find out what's up with Megan O'Connor. Megan, one of my favorite events in Marquette is coming up this weekend.
That's right, Sarah. Who's ready to let the dogs out? The Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter's annual Strut Your Mutt Dog Walk fundraiser returns for the biggest dog party of the year. Taking place at Jackson Mine Park in Negaunee this Saturday, Strut Your Mutt is an opportunity for the community to get together and support the Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter. UPAWS. Everyone is invited to bring their dogs and family. There will be vendors and other fun activities for both dogs and humans, including a doggy costume contest and best trick contest. Registration opens at 10 a.m. and the event will wrap up around 1:30 p.m. There are multiple ways you can participate in this event. First, you can attend the dog party. And second, you can fundraise by yourself or with a team. The top individuals and teams will be acknowledged at the event and receive prizes. For information on fundraising, registering, and more, visit upause.com. Again, this event is Saturday from 10 to 1:30 at Jackson Mine Park.
It really is just the biggest dog party of the year. It's so much fun. What more could you ask for than just a park full of dogs?
Yes, and not to brag about my coworker, but she's a huge supporter of it. She's been many times with her dog, Beasley.
Yes. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it this Saturday. I'll be out of town, but
in spirit.
Yes, me, Beasley, and Bruno will all be there in spirit this week. So what else do we have going on?
Yes, so starting this Friday, the Mount Ripley Chairlift Fall Color Viewing Tours will begin. See the spectacular fall colors and overlook the Michigan Tech campus from the top of Mount Ripley. Catch a ride every Friday through Sunday until October 15th. More details can be found at visitKeweenaw.com. In Dickinson County this Friday and Saturday, head to Pine Mountain Ski and Golf Resort for the Wild Rivers Quilt Guilds, a quilting extravaganza. Fabulous quilts and quilted items will be on display, as well as vendors, classes, a silent auction, and more. More information can be found at quiltinghub.com. The Superior Health Foundation Gala will take place this Saturday from 5 to 10. You can still register at superiorhealthfoundation.org. This Sunday, don't miss Oktoberfest in downtown Iron Mountain from noon to 10. Enjoy entertainment, polka dancing, German food, sing-alongs, and more. Finally, on Sunday at 3 p.m., don't miss out on furs, bathing suits, and gowns presented by Friends of Fashion at the Keweenaw Storytelling Center in Calumet. This event is appropriate for all ages. Tickets can be found at realpeoplemedia.org.
All right, Megan, thank you very much.
Of course.
In Delta County, a Bark River man is using his green thumb to feed those in need. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons shows us how.
I think nutrition and food security are the biggest things right now.
Joe Pokladowski started growing produce in Wisconsin, working with the Green Bay Packers Community Gardens program.
I ended up taking that over, and then I wanted to bring it up to Upper Michigan.
That's where he founded his own nonprofit, Planting with a Purpose, growing everything from tomatoes and kale to apples and artichokes, and donating it to food pantries in Escanaba, Marquette, and Menominee.
We've all been down on our luck. I've gone to the pantry before, and it's like canned goods sometimes, and the dollar menu is not going to help you mentally, physically. You go to the store today and see a cucumber for 78 cents. You're on a limited budget, but you go to the pantry and you get fresh vegetables and you're able to get a little bit of meat. I mean, you got a whole meal there.
Pokladowski also makes eating healthy more accessible by delivering to those in need.
Elderly who can't drive and want that fresh produce. Veterans who can't usually get to the grocery store.
He says donating also ensures produce is put to good use.
Market wants these kind of onions. Perfect size, everything. What are you going to do with these onions? They're the same good taste, same everything, but it's just not market value. These are the ones I donate.
In just a few years, Pokladowski has increased his donation significantly, hitting a new record in 2023.
I was in the city, Green Bay, and they don't have much area you can work with, so I only donated around 300 pounds. This year, up to 2.5 tons.
A recent addition to his donations, 2 acres of pumpkins.
I remember being at Walmart. Of course, you know, the kids always want the biggest pumpkin. And the way the mom looked at him and said, "We can't get that, honey," was really touching to me. To see the kids grab all the biggest ones or whatever I have, I just love doing it.
Planting with a Purpose continues to grow, and Pokladowski doesn't plan to slow down anytime soon.
The future of it is there'll be more educating. I'll be working with, hopefully, the Future Farmers America. Started a chapter here. I started an orchard, 150 trees to sell the good apples, and that will sustain this whole project in the future. It's about the community and making it stronger, and we all help.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Bark River.
We'll be right back after this.
What does searching for a Medicare plan feel like?
It's kind of confusing.
It's so complicated.
We get tons of mail, tons of calls. It's annoying.
eHealth is a less stressful way to find health insurance. To prove it, we found people looking for a new Medicare plan, and we monitored everyone's stress. Your mission today is to find a Medicare Advantage plan that fits you. Half did it by searching the usual way. On this side, you get to use everything on the whole internet, except you can't use eHealth. The other half did it by matching with eHealth. The people on this side, you guys all get to use eHealth.com. You can even call eHealth. On your mark, get set, go find a Medicare match. And you can find your Medicare match. Give us a call or visit eHealth.com. Now let's talk about why you'd want to call eHealth. Maybe it feels like you paid too much for too little. Maybe your current plan is changing, or your needs are changing. Either way, now is the time of year you can do something about it. Compare plans that cover your doctors, your prescriptions, your pharmacy, and your budget. Compare your current plan to newer plans and compare them side by side, because eHealth carries plans from the nation's top insurance companies. The same plans at the same price as them. They pay us to help you find a match. That's how eHealth is always a free service. Now, let's check in on those two groups, searching and matching. Searching side?
I mean, this could take days.
eHealth side?
This is great. This is really slick.
For people searching the usual way, stress levels stayed high. For those using eHealth, stress went down.
It gives you the opportunity to compare side by side.
Of the top 3, I found 2 that were better than the ones I got.
It's looking like they could possibly save me quite a bit of money.
Compare all-in-one plans, all in one place. eHealth.
Call 1-800-428-0126 to compare Medicare plans in your area or visit eHealth.com.
eHealth, your Medicare matchmaker.
That does it for us tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here at 11:10 Central.